Right now on Up with KREM, more record-breaking heat as temperatures continue to soar into the triple digits. We're tracking where the records stand and red flag warnings for the area.
And we're happy to give it. I don't care who you are, I'll give you water.
Neighbors helping neighbors, how the community is stepping up for those in need during this dangerous heat wave.
Plus, this summer is shaping up to be one of the hottest on record in Spokane. We are bringing you more to every story, taking a closer look at this year's trend and where it stands with the deadly summer of 3 years ago.
Up with KREM begins now.
The time now is 6 o'clock. Right now, the temperature is 73 degrees and it is quickly rising. Good morning, everyone. I'm Tim Pham.
And I'm Channing Curtis. Now, we do have team coverage this morning to prepare you for today's record-breaking heat here in the inland Northwest.
No other team in town brings you in-depth weather coverage like Up with KREM. We work throughout the night to help you prepare for this dangerous heat, including the resources available to stay safe.
So our Brandon T. Jones is joining us out live this morning. He is speaking with our local firefighters to learn more about how to keep yourself and your family safe during this heat wave.
But first, let's head on over to the Weather Center with meteorologist Thomas Patrick. He just rendered his latest forecast with the latest impact. Thomas?
Yeah, and good morning, everyone. It is going to be another scorching hot day, but today the hottest among this entire heat wave. It's been building day after day since hitting the mid-90s this past Saturday. We got to 100 on Monday. But today, likely about 104 degrees and above for most of eastern and central Washington as excessive heat warnings continue for one more day. And this will be the third straight day of record high temperatures, with today, again, be the hottest among not just this heat wave, but at 104, that will likely be our hottest day of the entire year. Of course, we can't exactly tell what's going to happen in August ahead, but for this week, it is going to be extremely hot. Right now, it's 73 degrees. Our low was 72. That's already a record warm low temperature in what is going to be another incredibly hot day.
Well, people are definitely coming together during this dangerous heat to help others in the community.
Yes, several charitable groups are providing much needed relief to those in need this morning. The group called Cool Spokane set up a temporary cooling center next to City Hall. They spent the day yesterday handing out cold water, sprayers, and cooling neck towels. Dave Billsland works with the MAC movement. The past few summers, he's actually worked at a cooling center. He wants to help because he says having water is a human right.
It's something that's important on a human level. It's above politics, it's above religion, it's above everything. It's humanity at stake here. We are saving lives.
He says the cooling center will be set up every day. It's 95 degrees or above, meaning tomorrow and likely Friday and the coming week.
So with this record-breaking heat in the forecast once again, it's so vital to find cool places and to stay hydrated.
KREM 2's Brandon T. Jones is live this morning with the Spokane Fire Department. So Brandon, what's the message from firefighters during this heat wave? Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Tim Channing. Well, Justin DeRider here with the Spokane Fire Department has been giving us a lot of helpful tips just in terms of being safe with these record-breaking heat forecast that we have here in Spokane right now. Well, what is it like for you all as firefighters, you know, when you make your way out there and say you get a call for a fire and you're already in hot elements and then you also have to deal with the temperature as well. So what's that like?
Yeah, well, for us, it's you know, just being prepared.
Yeah.
And it's kind of what we talked about. Just, you know, it's critical for us to stay hydrated, rest.
Yeah.
You know, we've got a strong culture here of firefighters going out and doing drills every day.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll try to get those done in the morning or delay those until the weather, you know, gets better.
Oh.
But yeah, a lot of it's just, you know, for us, once we get a fire, you know, our gear helps keep some of that heat out, but also keeps that heat in.
Yeah.
And we're going to a hot environment, and then there's really, it's that getting out of that environment and trying to find places to cool off.
Yeah.
Things move slower, we move slower, everything moves slower, so we just got to plan for that,
Yeah.
get more resources there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then you mentioned, you know, just kind of cooling off, right? And
Yeah.
I know a lot of us are going to be doing that this week, and whether it's going to a lake or a pool, whatever it may be. So can you touch on water safety? Because I know that's a big part of your job as well in responding to those calls.
Sure, sure. Yeah, so, you know, the biggest things we see with water safety is, you know, lack of using life jackets.
Yeah.
and people underestimating. Usually there's alcohol involved, and so they underestimate their abilities.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
and they underestimate how still that water's still pretty cold, especially in the river here, and the currents. So, so we always recommend, you know, have a buddy, life jackets, watch your kids, you know where you're going, know the river conditions, you know, just kind of those general things. But so the big thing is alcohol and life jackets.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. All right. Well, Justin, we appreciate you. And so we'll go ahead and toss it back to you all in the studio. We've been going over a list of just great safety tips as well as we prepare for that record-breaking heat yet again today.
Brandon, thank you. And this morning, the city of Spokane's cooling centers are back open today for people to use during this heat wave.
So according to city code, they must open these cooling centers once the temperatures are forecasted to be at 95 degrees or higher for at least 2 consecutive days. So the Spokane libraries are some of these cooling centers where people can go and cool off. It includes the Central, the Liberty Park, Shadle Park, Hilliard, South Hill, and Indian Trail libraries. There's also more support available at the Trent Resource Center as well. And if you need a ride, Spokane Transit is offering free fare right now if you're heading to one of these cooling centers.
Meanwhile, the Kootenai County Emergency Management also shared a list of area cooling centers. Several libraries are open to cool people down. This includes the Coeur d'Alene, Rathdrum, Harrison, Hayden, and Spirit Lake libraries. The hours vary by location, so you'll want to contact the centers directly if you need the hours. And for more resources, you can visit niservicedirectory.com.
In anticipation of the extreme heat today, several of our local markets are announcing they are canceling their activities for the day, including the Cheney Summer Concert Series, the Moonshine Artisan Night Market, and the Kendall Yards Night Market. All of them are canceled for today. As of now, though, the Spokane Farmers Market will still be open from 8 a.m. until 1 p.m. today, and the Millwood Farmers Market will be open with limited vendors from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. today as well.
With the summer heat, you might be planning on heading to a local pool today to cool off.
So Ariane Daytil with our National Verify team has some safety tips to keep in mind before you jump in.
It's hot outside, and that means people are looking for ways to cool off. Splashing around in the pool is a popular choice for many families. But before you jump in, Verify is answering several common questions about swimming pool safety using these sources. First up, do arm floaties or inflatable flotation devices prevent a child from drowning? No, they don't. The CDC says floaties, armbands, or water wings do not prevent children from drowning and can easily slip off, especially when kids jump into the water. Swim instructors warn against using floaties because they restrict a child's arm movements and align a child in a vertical position, which is known as the drowning position. The Goldfish Swim School says a child who thinks that staying vertical in the water is the correct posture will be in severe danger if they enter the pool without floaties. The National Drowning Prevention Alliance recommends swimming with a U.S. Coast Guard approved life jacket instead. Next, can pool drains be dangerous if you swim too close to them? Yes, they can be. Pool safety advocacy group Collins Hope warns drain covers that are cracked, broken, or not up to standard could lead to serious safety issues, including hair and body parts becoming entrapped in pool drains or held down by suction. 9 people died and 65 other injuries were reported between 1999 and 2007 as a result of drains in pools, hot tubs, spas, and whirlpools, according to the Consumer Product Safety Commission. Since then, pool safety standards have become more strict. In 2008, the Virginia Graham-Baker Pool and Spa Safety Act went into effect and requires all drains to have covers and additional new protections to prevent drain entrapments. And finally, does chlorine cause your eyes to turn red? Yes, it does. But it's not the only thing in the water that contributes to red eyes. When chlorine binds to the body waste swimmers bring into the pools, like urine, poop, sweat, dirt, and skin cells, it can form chemicals called chloramines. The CDC says chloramines can irritate eyes, skin, and even the respiratory tract. The Cleveland Clinic recommends wearing goggles while swimming to protect eyes from chlorine-related irritation. If eye redness persists for several hours after swimming in a pool, contact your doctor. We have even more pool safety tips on our website, verifythis.com. With your Verify, I'm Ariane Daytil.
Time for a check of weather where conditions are comfortable for this morning, though incredibly warm even for the summer season here with our low temperatures in the 70s. Yeah, those are going to set record warm low temperatures. We're still at 73 degrees here in Spokane, a little bit cooler in some of our northern and easterly areas, including 63 in Coeur d'Alene. But the sunshine's just about to come around the corner of the building here, and it's going to start to heat up extremely fast for today. In fact, it is even hotter than the last 2 days that we've experienced. 104 and another day of record highs for this afternoon. Though today will be our hottest day of this entire heat wave, but our cold front, if you will, only knocks down temperatures to the upper 90s tomorrow. So it still stays very, very hot through this upcoming weekend.
With the temps expected in the triple digits today, the danger of heat exhaustion is high. Coming up in the next 3 or 4 minutes or so, we have a pediatrician from Multicare joining us in the studio to talk about the signs to watch out for and ways to keep you and your family safe during this heat wave.
But first, we're taking a live look outside at the Liberty Aquatic Center right now. This is just before that open swim time really starts to pick up, and you see a lot of people out there. Absolutely. You know, people are just waiting to head to these pools this morning because it is going to get downright hot today. We have your full forecast still ahead. And hey, if you're thinking of heading to an area pool to cool off in, the city of Spokane actually offers free splash passes. These passes get you access into all 6 of the city's aquatic centers during open swim and lap swim times. You can find those passes right now at SpokaneCity.org. We have more heat wave resources for you still ahead on Up with KREM.